The starting lineup for the visiting Utah Jazz. And the shooting guard was...
Jazz are away from home as they take on their Western Conference rival. In today's game, the Timberwolves looking to make the most out of their home court advantage here at the Target Center in downtown Minneapolis. It's Wednesday Night Basketball live on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan courtside with Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg, and our reporter tonight on the sideline, David Aldridge. And checking out Utah's opening lineup, Baca is out there with Michael Kidd-Gilchrist. Then there's Teague, then it's Jordan, and it's Dedmon in its center. And the block shot turns into a shooting foul. So the defensive effort there a bit too much as the officials will send him to the line, and he'll shoot some free throws. Both good from the line that time. So it's the Timberwolves now. Here's Lillard. He dishes it to Ewing. It's Dedmon with the rebound. Minnesota on D. Jordan with it. There's a good screen. Terrific design on the pick play, and he lays it in. Jordan's got his first basket of the night.
And setting the tone early with a strong move to the rack. Yeah, I like the aggressiveness and the fearlessness there, Greg. I mean, very committed to getting the shot he wants.
And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him. Minnesota shooting their first foul shots of the night here. And he makes the first.
At the line for your Timberwolves.
And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time.
taking 2 shots.
And, you know, Tom Thibodeau is one of the most respected defensive minds in the game in the NBA. Has a great track record when he was with the Bulls and as an assistant with the Celtics.
Now here's Teague. The drive by Jordan. Good D by Weber.
Offensively, 1 of 4 to start. They're still trying to find their stroke.
Lillard against Teague. Outside to Weber. Here's the 3. Knocks down the 3 ball. Weber's got 5. And defense, something that this Timberwolves team has struggled with prior to the arrival of Coach Tom Thibodeau. At the end of last season, they started to turn things, Clark, in the right direction.
Yeah, I agree with you. I mean, you figure with Thibodeau, it's just a matter of time before his team becomes one of the better defensive teams in the league, because he demands that you play that end of the floor all the time and the right way.
And they're 1 of 5 to start this game. Just really haven't gotten into a flow offensively.
Lillard against Teague. Shot clock at 6. The 3. That one doesn't drop. And Minnesota now the other way. Burks kicks to Lillard. Ewing inside from 12 feet out. That one good for 2. Ewing's got his first 2 points.
Well-coordinated shot mechanics, especially for a guy with his length.
Yeah, and you know, it looks effortless, easy, silky smooth, textbook shooting form. Man, that's nice.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Michael Kidd-Gilchrist. That is his first foul of the game.
Man, it's close, but, you know, didn't get on balance quick enough.
Yeah, and as quick as players are at this level, in this day and age, I mean, you've got to be perfect in your anticipation to draw the charge.
The Timberwolves shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game. Weber hits them both.
2 shots.
And here in the first, about 3 minutes in. The drive by Jordan. Oh, tried to dunk it home, but drew the foul, and he'll go to the line.
Clearly a foul.
Yeah, he took a shot there, earned those free throws.
For Utah, they have gone 2 for 2 in the game at the line.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
Yeah, guys, they can feel very good about themselves when you bring up those statistics. Impressive numbers. Boy, I tell you what, like how cool and collected he was getting the job done at the line in this one.
Minnesota's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Burks in the corner. Another miss by Minnesota.
Yeah, not a great shot there, especially when you got a lockdown defender guarding you.
Agreed. I mean, when the defense is right there, you got to move the ball, make the extra pass. That's a case of a poor shot selection.
Jordan against Burks. Jordan the pass to Teague. Back to Jordan. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. It's going to go on Alec Burks. Utah shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game. And so Jordan nails both of them. First quarter of action, just under 3.5 minutes played. Here is Lillard. He hasn't scored yet. That, I'm sure, will change. Inside, Ewing. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Lillard.
And you see the leadership of Lillard in that sequence, keeping everyone involved, not looking to do it all himself, but creating for his teammate.
Here's Dedmon. Back to Ibaka. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. That one on Weber.
And Serge Ibaka, remember, it was a first-team all-defense selection. But over time, I think he's become more of a scoring-minded player, and I think that's affected his impact defensively.
And Serge Ibaka, the league leader in block shots for 2 years in a row in 2012 and 13, but he sends him back at about half the rate he once did.
Yeah, but even still, pretty good shot blocker. You add in his finishing and outside shooting, and he's a player to be reckoned with.
For Utah, they've gone just 2 of 7 so far. A little bit of a slow start for them. Outside Teague, 3-pointer. Weber pulls it in. Weber's got 4 rebounds in this game. Lillard dishes to Weber. Over Ibaka. And the officials call over the back. A little too aggressive there.
Yeah, a little too physical on that play. Tries to climb over the top of him and gets whistled for it.
That was an elementary call for them to make there. I mean, once he knocked him off balance from behind, that was a no-brainer.
Clark, we've seen an influx of superb scorers in the recent draft classes. Any young player come to mind who could lead the league in scoring in a few short years?
Well, it's going to be a while as long as Kevin Durant is still playing, Kevin. I think he's the guy that can do it as easy and efficiently as anybody. But when you look at some of the young guys that may have that potential, certainly Devin Booker at Phoenix, love this young man's stroke and demeanor and toughness on the offensive end. Markelle Fultz has a skill set that screams big-time score. Those two guys of the young group will probably stand out to me.
Right, you're right, Clark. Back to Young. Clock at 6. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. Jamal Crawford picks one up.
Well, I'll tell you what, he's known for his antics, his sense of humor. Can kind of cut both ways for Young, though, over the course of his career.
Andrew Bogut checked in for Dwayne Dedman. Here's Evans. Scola has screen on Williams. Here's Evans. It's good. And he makes his first shot of the game.
And they are going toe-to-toe here tonight, guys. This thing's like a heavyweight fight.
Yeah, these teams evenly matched, Greg, trading hits and refusing to give up any advantage.
Minnesota in the lead. Outside Scola. And out of bounds as Utah gains possession. Utah has gone 0 of 2 from deep here. Outside Williams. The kick out to Barnes. Beasley the screen. And here's Young from the arc. Another miss by Utah.
Well, you have to like their work on the boards, Kevin, particularly here to start the game.
Yeah, I like the way they're setting the tone. Really playing with a lot of energy here at the start. Boy, the defense looked helpless there. I mean, he's going to lay it up every time when he's got a smaller defender on him.
There's 1:40 left to play in the first quarter. Evans kicks to Scola. Evans passes to Scola. Back to Evans. Scola at the elbow. Goes back up. Here's Withy. And another shot. And it's sent back by Bogut.
And with that condor-like wingspan, Bogut says,
And Young kicks to Bogut. The kick out to Barnes. McDermott with the steal. And they're on the break. Here's Evans. And the dunk by Evans.
Well, I like that he shows no hesitation there.
Well, that's as easy as it gets, quite honestly. Riding solo and coasting all the way to the rack. No simpler than that.
Now here's Williams. He's been patient so far. Nothing yet on the scoreboard. Drains the three-pointer.
And Williams feels comfortable pulling up from deep. Outstanding at just squaring himself up and pulling the trigger.
Evans with it. Guarded now by Michael Beasley. Bogut kicks to Beasley. And unable there to get the go-ahead bucket.
That's the kind of D you need when he's got the ball near the hoop. They were all over. Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
27 seconds left in the first quarter. And Tyreke Evans is going to pick up a foul. That's his first foul of the game, and the bonus will go to the free throw line. For Utah, they have been getting it done at the line, 10 for 12.
You know, Williams is one of only a handful of players with 2 Olympic gold medals to his name. He was a member of the winning USA teams in 08 and 12.
Now Crawford. The kick out to Scola. Back to Crawford. Shoots from 12. That misses. Would have counted had it gone in. Back to the action after this word. got a close game. Timberwolves trail, and a chance here presented by Gatorade to see who's on the floor, all fueled up and ready to go for the start of the second quarter. So on the floor for Utah, Harrison Barnes is out there with Beasley. Then it's Bogut. Then there's Darren Williams. And it's Young in at the shooting guard position. Well, guys, this first half has been about as tightly contested as you could hope for.
There have been a lot of lead changes.
Bogut with a screen on Evans. Barnes can't get it to go.
I didn't see that miss coming. I mean, he's usually been money from that range.
And that's Evans penetrating. Scola with a clean look. Offensive rebound. Kicks it out to Evans. From deep. It's not going to fall. He's taken 4 shots and made 2. Outside Williams. And we're about a minute into the second quarter of play. Clock at 6. Now the feed to Barnes. McDermott with a steal. Now running up the court. Evans trying to push it up. The pass to McDermott. Yes, and a nice assist from Evans. McDermott's got the lead up to 3 now for the Timberwolves. And what's your take, guys, on the hustle stats for the Timberwolves?
They've come out in attack mode on the defensive end. They've applied pressure and forcing turnovers.
Something else they've done right so far from the get-go tonight is run. I mean, so much of their offense has come off the fast break.
So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up, and 2 shots coming up.
Yeah, good job to take it right at the D.
Yeah, really left them no choice there, Greg. He had the foul and keep him from converting the easy bucket.
Clark, as an analyst, do you feel you view the game drastically different from when you were in your playing days in college and the NBA?
Yeah, you know what, Kevin, I really do, because I've benefited from the different coaches we've had a chance to visit with over the years, and that's added to my perspective. And you tend to look at things differently when you're playing. I was always a student of the game, but clearly I think I've become a lot more analytical as an analyst, if that makes any sense.
Yes. And Barnes comes to help.
You too. That's a jump ball.
So it's Utah now. Jazz trail by 3. Now here's Williams. Beasley sets a screen for Williams. Off the screen, and there's Bogut on the assist by Williams. Williams has got his 3rd assist on the night. There's a good screen. Crawford left side. Withy kicks to McDermott. Nice ball movement by Minnesota. Evans dishes to Withy, and he bangs it home with one hand.
And guys, right now, the defense mentally not there. Can't afford too many of those in a close game like this.
Yeah, Jay, you're right. Almost a free run for him there.
Momentum can swing on plays like that, Kevin, especially when the finish has that much thunder on it.
Kept alive. Bogut banked in off the glass.
And nobody puts a body on Bogut, and then he makes him pay the price.
Pass to Crawford. The basket good off the assist from Evans. Crawford's got 6 here in this quarter.
Timely passing leads to assists, and that's been the recipe for success.
Everybody on the same page, completely in sync. Tremendous communication and awareness.
And plenty of contact on the shot. So 2 free throws coming up. There's the foul. That's against Minnesota.
And the defender was a little out of position there, sends Bogut to the line.
A player who measures his impact, Greg, on the game at the defensive end, the 7-footer Andrew Bogut.
Yeah, and it's interesting. He said he was a horrible defender at the University of Utah. Soaked up the game from the great defenders in the NBA. Learning defensive 3 seconds, when to go, when not to. He's a master now.
Now here's Ewing, and it's blocked by Ibaka.
Just insane length and leaping ability. Ibaka can reject shots from anywhere on the floor.
Teague with a clean look. The Jazz again can't hit it. Timberwolves leading by 3. And Lillard kicks to Weber. Bounces high off the rim and drops. Weber's got 9.
Well, I'd have to say Lillard is one of the game's best passers right now.
Screen by Bogut. Pass to Kid Gilchrist. Looking for Ibaka. He gets it there. Kid Gilchrist, the pass to Ibaka. Just 5 to shoot. His first shot coming late. Kid Gilchrist, no luck. For Minnesota, they've gone 5 of 8 from the floor here in the second quarter. Over 60% shooting.
You know what? Nice job there on the attack at the rim, drawing the contact.
And from a defensive standpoint, a good foul to save the dunk there.
The Timberwolves shooting their 7th and 8th free throw attempts for the game right here. That one is off. A different look for Utah. Dwayne Dedmon's checked in for Bogut. And it's Barnes in for Kid Gilchrist. And he sinks the second. And C.J. Miles, a lefty swingman. Clark, he's got some range on his shot.
He's already been a decade plus in the league, and one of the last guys to come straight from high school to the NBA. He's carved out a nice stretch for himself as a pretty good 3-and-D player.
Yeah, still moving a little bit when he set that screen. He'll argue that he was set, but I really didn't think so.
It was very close, and I wouldn't mind letting them play on that one. It wasn't blatant by any means.
Now, here is Weber, and there's the foul. It goes on Serge Ibaka. That's foul number 2 for him. Here's Lillard. Quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game. Passes it to Weber. Now the dish to Burks. Just 4 to shoot. And Weber throws it down.
And Kevin, plays like that are really the reason they've got a nice lead right now. Just a great job on the glass.
And Greg, the jam and the follow gets their whole bench jumping. Look at them. They are really into it.
Yeah, they sure are, and that's a little salt in the wound there. I mean, they take a miss and turn it into one of the plays of the game. That hurts.
They've shown some strength in the paint today. Their work on the boards has been impressive.
Guys, that's putting it mildly. I mean, they've been absolutely dominant.
Now, here is Ibaka. Outside Teague. Back to Jordan to end the drought. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here. Clark, you were a strong free throw shooter when you played. Why do some big men have such a hard time being at least serviceable at the free throw line?
Well, I'm not as big as some of the biggest guys that have the most trouble. Typically, you see guys north of 6'8", 6'9", struggling tremendously from the line in general. And because of that, I think sometimes it's the mechanics of shooting the ball, and big hands can sometimes be a hindrance to that. Oftentimes, it's a matter of how much do you work at it, and how soon do you start working at it. A lot of times, big guys tend to focus on their post moves and scoring the ball close to the bucket and not as much as shooting. But you're seeing more and more big guys with sweet strokes, and I think it's a matter of, again, basic fundamentals, mechanics, and then putting in hours and hours and hours of work on it.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
Young dishes to T. Stolen by Ewing. Here's Burks. Boom, he jams it straight down.
And guys got careless with the ball there, and the turnover leads to the big stuff.
Once he came upright with the steal, he went straight on the attack.
That's exactly the way to do it too, Kevin. Go hard to the bucket and don't let them set up the defense.
Out left to the wing. From beyond the arc. Rebound, Utah. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Damian Lillard. That is his first foul of the game.
I mean, I like the call. I thought the defense was just there a little late.
Yeah, it looked like it. I mean, he kind of slid underneath as he got to the spot, too.
Now here's Jordan. 9 points in the game so far.
He's been unable to keep it going after that hot start.
It will not find the hoop. It's his 3rd miss. He has made 2. And Lillard kicks to Ewing. Here's Jordan. That's good, and so Teague with the assists. And 11 points for Michael Jordan.
Well, nobody can deny that Teague has a great sense of how to set teammates up for scores. That's one of his greatest strengths, his passing.
Feeds to Weber. Dishes it to Ewing. A shot by Burks. Nobody around. Another miss by Minnesota. Jazz trail by 11. Out to the wing. Teague the pass to Jordan. That's tipped. Here's Dedmon. He feeds it to Jordan. And the shot falls short this time.
Boy, they ran the offense well to get this look. Even though he missed it, I think they liked the shot.
Weber gets the bucket.
Yeah, that's the third bucket in a row from the paint. This defense needs to clog those lanes in the middle.
Outside Jordan. The shot's good. Jordan's got 5 points now in the quarter.
Just such a well-rounded offensive player. He's got a little bit of everything.
And so it's Minnesota. They're... All right, Dave, thank you. And time now for the halftime break with the third quarters.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey again, y'all. Ernie Johnson here with Shaq and Kenny the Jet. It was a closely contested first quarter for Minnesota. Their largest deficit of the period was just 4 points. They were right there within shouting distance the entire time. They're in a terrific position now thanks to their flaw. And that will...
We come back to Minnesota now with a striking look at the 10th Avenue Bridge. So it's the Timberwolves now. They've got Ewing. Weber is out there with C.J. Miles. Then there's Alec Burks. And it's Lillard in at the point. So that's who Tom Thibodeau starts the second half with.
And defensively, great anticipation, making a play there on the ball.
Well, the thing they did there, Greg, clogged up the passing lanes, playing them beautifully and making things hard for the opponent. That's really good defense.
Oh, taking it to the rack with power.
Hammering down the two-hand slam.
Really piling on the lead with a dunk like that.
Here's Lillard after the made shot from Jeff Teague. Lillard dishes to Burks. Lillard up top, Teague covering. Back to Burks, 6 to shoot. Good, great play by Lillard to set it up. Lillard's got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. Jazz trail by 14. Outside Jordan. Outside Teague. The drive by Jordan, stolen by Weber. They're running. And Weber throws it down.
You know, Lillard has been so good at finding the open man, puts a lot of zip on his passes, and he knows he's responsible for getting his teammates the ball.
And the replay presented by Under Armour. Unleash chaos, giving us the chance to enjoy that alley-oop all over again. Burks on the wing, kicks to Weber. He dishes it to Ewing. To the middle. He's looking for Lillard and finds him. 3 on the clock. Timberwolves passing it around. Fires from the corner, and again it's Minnesota.
Well, it's been a great start for this offense here in the second half. 4 for 4.
Here's Jordan. That's good. He's 5 for 9.
Terrific awareness from the savvy point guard. Jeff Teague is excellent at getting the ball to the open man.
Now the feed to Weber. He kicks to Burks. And stolen by Jordan. And the basket is good. Jordan's got 4 points this quarter.
You know, even though he's been on, they still are behind. I mean, there's only so much he can do.
Burks on the wing. There's the pass to Miles. Here's Lillard. The tray. That's good for Miles on the assist by Lillard. Miles has got his first 3 points of the game.
And with their hot shooting here in the second half, their field goal percentage over 50% now for the game.
Yeah, it's not a surprise then to see them out in front the way they've been efficient offensively in this half and actually throughout the entire game.
And the whistle blows, so a chance here for a 3-point play. And that sends Michael Jordan to the free throw line. It's going to go on Alec Burks. Timberwolves leading by 14. Second half of play, and we're 3 minutes into the third here. And Patrick Ewing with the slam.
Well, check out that assist. That's a pair of teammates that are clearly on the same page.
The Jazz have gotten 4 of their first 5 second-half shots to fall, 80% since the break. Over in the corner, Lillard from deep. And again, Minnesota with the triple.
And defensively, you have got to extend to their shooters. They have been on fire this half.
Well, you know, the D just hasn't been there for real. I mean, these shooters are getting any perimeter shot they want. It's a bunch of warm-up jump shots out there. And, you know, the 2016-17 season was one of the best for Jeff Teague in his time in the league. Had to feel good for him performing at such a high level in his hometown of Indy.
Outside for Miles. And it's off from three-point range. Outside Jordan. Knocks it loose. Here's Weber. Good. Great play by Lillard to set it up. Lillard's got his 7th assist in the game. And you remember Teague revealed at the end of the 2015-16 season that he'd been limited by a torn patella tendon.
Yeah, and part of what makes him special is his explosiveness, and he needs that to be his best. Really, any player does. He's a player whose strength, I think, is attacking and playing downhill and getting himself to the foul line.
Minnesota calls timeout.
Yeah, you can sense he wasn't happy with how things are going here. Probably looking to change it up a bit.
Nothing wrong with that. You got to be flexible. When something isn't working, you adjust, you modify, you go to something else. That's what the best coaches do.
Whole new look on the floor for Minnesota. So Utah going with an almost entirely new group here. Andrew Bogut checked in for Dwayne Dedmon. Beasley comes in for Serge Ibaka. Harrison Barnes, he's checked in for Young. And Darren Williams is subbed in for Teague. McDermott, no one around him. Another miss by Minnesota. Jazz trail by 18. Here is Williams. Pass to Barnes. And here's the break. The shot by Evans, nobody around. Minnesota gets it back with a new shot clock. Crawford kicks to Withy. Crawford passes to Scola. Evans left side. The kick out to Scola. Shot clock at 5. And once again off the mark by Minnesota. For Utah, they've gone 5 of 7 from the field in the third quarter. Let's see if they can keep it up. The drive by Jordan. And slam dunk by Jordan.
And really scored most of their points, but he can't score them all, guys. He's going to have to get somebody else to step up.
Evans outside. Kicks it out to Crawford. Hands on the ball out of bounds. Jordan touched it last. Here's Evans. It's Crawford on the wing. 6 on the shot clock. Minnesota needs to get off a shot here.
Unfortunately, his shot has been everywhere, all over the place. Can't buy a basket. However, his teammates got him covered.
Nobody near Barnes. Off target from outside. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Andrew Bogut. That is his first foul of the game. 1:46 left here in the third quarter. Crawford outside. And let's get your take, guys, on the scoring breakdown for Minnesota.
They keep piling up the assists, and they haven't cooled off at all.
Something that's also benefited them tonight are the turnovers they forced and the points that have come along with those forced turnovers.
And slam dunk by Jordan.
Leaving the rest of the field in the dust.
Well, I think the defense flat out gave up. I mean, didn't even try to get back into the picture on that fast break finish.
Minnesota calls timeout. 1:30 left here in the third quarter. Tipped away.
And starting to send guys to the line way more than they need to. Let's get some good position defense going here. That should be the emphasis, and get away from the sloppy fouls.
We've got 1:23 left to play in the third. Right at the free throw line. Will not go. This is off the front eye. Pass to Evans. Williams comes with a double team from downtown, and Luis Scola, the bucket, and the assist by Evans. Scola's got 4 this quarter.
Where was the defense? Come on now. Where was it? No idea how they gave up that open to look.
Here's Jordan. And slam dunk by Jordan.
Wow, look at how quick he flashes to the rim there for the finish.
Outside Scola. Down low. Crawford kicks to Scola. Back to Crawford. Scola dishes to Crawford. The kick out to Scola. 6 to shoot. Tries again. Here's Withy. Count that one. And the Timberwolves lead by 18.
Defensive rebounding, just such a crucial part of the game.
Yeah, it's finishing your defense, Greg. We know that. You can defend, then you got to rebound the miss, and you got to get to the glass with intensity.
Oh, great effort there. That's how you defend the paint.
Exactly. Can't play it any better than that, Greg.
The Timberwolves shot 8 of 10 from the line. That's an even 80% free throw shooting here. Scola hits them both. Jazz trail by 20. Here's Jordan. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. Withy's got rebound number 11 for him here tonight. Crawford passes to Evans. Open shot, Scola. The Timberwolves again can't hit. It'll count. And he drains the 3, but let's see, they may need to review it. I'm not sure the ball was out of his hand in time. Well, we thought the third quarter was over, but it turns out the officials are going to review the play to see if he released the ball before the buzzer.
And to me, guys, it looks pretty clear-cut on the instant replay. I mean, the ball was out of his hands in time. I think they'll confirm this one pretty quickly.
Well, I can't see how they'd come to any other conclusion. I mean, we have a good look at it on the replay. The clock's still ticking when it left his fingertips.
And so it's the Minnesota Timberwolves in very good shape with a 23-point lead at the end of the quarter. They've been playing some ferocious defense. Right back after this break. And we welcome you back. The Jazz shooting around 41% on the night. And Utah looking at who they've got to start the fourth quarter. Beasley is out there with Bogut. Then it's Jordan. Then there's Harrison Barnes. And it's Williams at the point. And Minnesota has possession. Right side, Scola. Back to Crawford. Timberwolves passing it around. To the wing on the left. McDermott for 3. Cans it from downtown.
Yeah, these defenders had better start closing down on shooters.
Here's Jordan. Passes to Ibaka. Jordan against Crawford, and the foul called on Jamal Crawford. And that'll be his third foul so far.
I mean, I like the call. I thought the defense was just there a little late.
Yeah, it looked like it. I mean, he kind of slid underneath as he got to the spot, too.
The shot's good from Jordan.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash-mouth physical basketball, guys.
Back to Crawford. To the left side wing. The kick out to Scola. Shot clock at 5. There's the dish to Crawford. No good on the triple.
You know what, though? Sometimes you can be too open. I think it may have surprised him, and that's why he missed. Straight power, homie. I mean, he ripped it down with both hands.
Absolutely a resounding dunk.
Yeah, for sure. That was a take no chances, take no prisoners slam right there, guys.
Scola kicks to Crawford. Count the basket. And the Timberwolves lead by 21.
Playing big, willing to go toe-to-toe against the guy who towers over him.
Yeah, I like his heart there, the competitive spirit. I mean, refusing to be held in check by bigger defenders. That's all heart and competitive spirit.
To the inside, Withy, and he takes that one up and powers it through.
Always like seeing Evans share the basketball. A capable passer who knows how to get his guys going.
For Utah, they've gone 3 of 4 in field goal attempts since getting things started here in the fourth. To the wing right side, Teague for 3. That drops and it comes off an assist from Jordan. 8 points for Teague.
You can really see that his confidence is at a high level here in this half. He didn't have a 3 in the first.
Jordan against Evans. Outside Scola, over to the wing. Evans kicks to Crawford. Outside Scola. It's stolen by Ibaka. Here's Jordan. And that one drops for him. Jordan's got 9 points in the quarter.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Well, I agree with you. 4 of their last 5 baskets have been exactly of that variety. You take a risk with those long passes. They're lucky the D couldn't collect it.
Whole new look on the floor for Minnesota. Out to the right wing. Here's Weber. Feeds it to Ewing. Wing shot on the way, and it's in off the backboard.
And that kind of sums up the defensive effort we've seen here tonight, guys.
Outside Jordan. It's hauled in by Ewing. Ewing's got 4 rebounds now tonight. And that one is hammered home.
I tell you, he's playing the game with pure excitement right now.
He capped off that dunk with some serious hang time on the rim.
Yeah, just couldn't contain himself. Couldn't control himself there.
And Jordan gets it to go.
Despite the play of the team, I think he's had an outstanding game. He's really done well here.
Lillard left side. And it's Harrison Barnes with the foul. That is his first foul of the game.
Yeah, clearly a foul of frustration right there.
Not his best moment. Obviously, no one on their team's happy right now, but you shouldn't be taking that frustration out on your opponent with a 4 foul.
The first free throw is good. Minnesota making a switch here. Anunoby's checked in. Second free throw, no good. Timberwolves leading by 20. And out of bounds as Utah gains possession.
That is just a careless turnover. You've got to be smarter in those exchanges.
For Utah, they've gone 6 of 8 from the field in the fourth so far. It's been a great start to this final quarter for them. Short, and it's blocked. Pushing it up. Three-pointer, Lillard. Ewing kicks to Weber. Back to Ewing. Knocked loose. It's stolen by Ibaka, and they're moving it up. Rebound, Minnesota. Ewing's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Weber dishes to Ewing, and stolen by Barnes. Right side Teague. Barnes outside. It's Jordan on the wing. Good. Jordan's got 40 points.
Great quarter for him at the offensive end, trying to will his team back in the game.
Lillard against Jordan. Here's Ewing. And Patrick Ewing with the slam.
Man, he sure can get off the floor.
He's one of the best in the business, absolutely.
Boy, he makes it look easy. He is an absolutely imposing finisher around the rim.
Here's Jordan. It's hauled in by Ewing.
You know, they don't score on that shot, but they're going to be happy with those kinds of possessions.
And it's good. Assisting on the play was Lillard. Ewing's got 10 points in just the second half. Outside Jordan. Screened by Ibaka. Jordan kicks to Ibaka. Stolen by Weber. Outside for Jordan. From 12 feet out. That shot off the mark. So Minnesota will take it the other way. Out to the right wing. Nice ball movement by Minnesota. Ewing can't hit. The Jazz have gone 7 of 13 from the field here in the fourth. It's Jordan on the wing. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
Yeah, nice, strong finish there. Nearly a three-point opportunity.
Full throttle, pedal to the metal, attacking basketball. I like that.
And so he's able to get 1 of 2. Minnesota leading by 21. Here's Ewing. Lillard, the pass to Ewing. Over Barnes. Another miss by Ewing. The Jazz shooting at a decent 44% clip here. Here's Jordan. And slam dunk by Jordan.
Yeah, just solid work on the back end of that play.
Yep, you're right. Finished hard with 2 hands on that stuff.
Yeah, highly efficient. Nothing extra special there. Just effective.
How about battling through the impact there and then willing that basketball in?
Boy, it does your heart good to see that kind of determination in a player. Really excellent focus that time.
1:30 left here in the 4th quarter. Hands with the ball out of bounds. Jordan touched it last.
Yes, and with this one winding down, it's obvious to everyone who watched it. Just a total mismatch and a true show of strength for Minnesota.
This was a team performing to its fullest capability.
A hugely satisfying win. A game that not many will soon forget. And on the other side, one that I think most will try to forget.
The jump hook. That one's not going to go. And it's Utah the other way.
Get out, Jordan! Get out, Jordan!
Up and in on the layup.
Timeout, timeout.
Jordan's got 47 points.
And guys, you got to ask, where was this effort when it mattered? The game's over now.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, frustrating to say the least. I mean, don't even know why they're trying anymore. This one is a wrap.
And now let's present our Jordan player of the game, Chris Webber.
It's a take charge brand of basketball he's been playing tonight. His point total tells you all you need to know about just how good he's been. And once he got going, their game plan really became simple. Just get him the ball.
He's played up to his full potential tonight, and he's been playing to the crowd, too. He loves being the star attraction, even if it doesn't happen on a regular basis. Jordan with it. Lillard picks him up. And Ibaka kicks to Jordan, and they double up Jordan. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2.
That's his second personal foul.
The first one falls.
Michael Jordan taking 2 shots.
And so Jordan nails both of them. There's a 4-second difference from the shot clock to the game clock. Whistle on the play. Bucket's good. He'll go to the line.
I'll tell you what, the energy in this arena, you can feel it.
Big time. I mean, it's amazing. Their crowd letting them hear it, and that's always inspiring. They want to see this thing get wrapped up.
That is just a careless turnover. You've got to be smarter in those exchanges.
Knocked away. Well, for the Timberwolves, they can just run out the clock here. Lillard. Offensive rebound. Second shot opportunity. And the shot will not go from Anunoby. Jordan inside. Can't connect from short range. Webber. And the miss. So it's Minnesota winning this one easy. They won this game going away. They were the better basketball team by far tonight.
And you got to commend this sort of dominance.
David, thank you as always. For David Aldridge, Greg Anthony, and Clark Kellogg, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for being with us. So long.